Drink it in. Stupendous. The greatest moment I've seen. This is history being written. Amazing.
Welcome back. It's the Footy Fetish Show where the fetish is real and the footy is soccer. It is our transfer market season, and we are about to get into it with a 90 seconds with Total 90. Joining us, we've got Alex Parker. Parker, how are you?
I'm doing great. You?
Doing great as well. Glad to have you on. Parker's going to be handling our Bundesliga rumors and news. I'll be passing it over him, so let's get to it. 90 seconds with Total 90. Let's start with the EPL. Dejan Kulusevski has just had his fee paid. He will now be officially at Tottenham until 2027. Tottenham were able to lower the fee from 35 to 30, and he will be leaving Juventus. Also in the EPL, we've got more rumors about Rice. He has said yes to Arsenal. The two teams are working on a fee. The saga with Mason Mount from Chelsea to Manchester United is still ongoing. Chelsea wants 70. Manchester United sent 40. Still lots of ground to make up between those two teams. Gvardiol is also rumored to be going to the EPL, specifically Man City. City are pushing for the deal. More details to follow next week. That one most likely will go down. Pep's going to be freeing up a lot of wage room with Gundogan and Bernardo Silva potentially on the way out. And last but not least, we've got Kovacic with his deal over to Manchester City. It's not done, but the final details are still being ironed out. That should be done very quickly. And not a player, but an important sporting director move. Monchi from Sevilla is officially the director at Aston Villa. Very sneaky move by Aston Villa. They are making some phenomenal moves this offseason. Parker, what's going down in the Bundesliga?
We've got a couple moves in Bundi. We've got Bayern taking a serious look at Kyle Walker. So he would be competing with Mazraoui for that right back spot after we sent Cancelo back to City. We've got Kim Min-jae. The release clause is to be paid in July and looking at a contract to go through 2028. I'm hoping to fill the departure of Theo Hernandez. And then finally, a move potential from Edson Alvarez from Ajax to Dortmund. There's also some interest from West Ham, but the player seems keen on a move regardless.
Nice. Moving on over to the French League, we've still got these rumors on Bernardo Silva from Man City to PSG. Talks are still ongoing. And then as well, PSG just released, I don't know who it was, but they prioritize Victor Osimhen over Kolo Muani. It just kind of shows their cards a little bit that they're looking at both of them to be that number 9 role. So be on the lookout for either one of them. Personally, I'd like to see Kolo Muani over there, get some French-on-French action going. Moving over to Italy, Inter has signed a youngster, Yannick Bisek. They've agreed on personal terms. All that's left to do is Inter to pay the $7 million fee. And also, the Gianluca Scamacca saga continues. West Ham has firmly said no loan. However, Roma and Scamacca have both agreed to personal terms. So Roma is going to have to figure out how to afford him. In the meantime, West Ham says that he is up for sale. So Roma better act quickly on that one. Moving over to Spain, we've got Dani Ceballos, who is about to re-sign with Real Madrid. The deal is imminent. And then finally, we got to talk about our USA boy, the red, white, and blue. Ricardo Pepi has given his priority to PSV. It is up to Augsburg and PSV to sort that out. I can see this going across the line. They've got plenty of time. He showed a lot of success in the Eredivisie. Would love to see it as well for his development and minutes. Very excited about that. That'll do it for all of the transfer market rumors and news. Stick around. We got a round table with Parker, our Bundesliga pundit. Parker, we can slow down a little bit. Give us your thoughts on Bayern's window so far and, share your perspective.
Well, we haven't made too much noise. We've Theo Hernandez on the way out to PSG.
Lucas.
I think that's probably the biggest thing that's happened so far.
I think you mean Lucas, right?
Lucas, I am
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah. Yeah, they're related. So
Yeah. No, I do that all the time. So don't worry about
yeah.
it.
So either way, yeah. We could potentially see Pavard follow. I think it was more
Really?
likely if Nagelsmann ended up there, but since that kind of came to a screeching halt, we'll see what happens with Pavard. Um, but
So I
yeah, I
reported
think
on Jeremy Frimpong over to Bayern. Have you seen any news on that?
I haven't seen anything really strong. I think a lot of what I read is really focused on, you know, myself included, as well as a lot of others that I follow from the Bayern community, have been related to finding a true six and a true nine.
Huh.
So, a lot of people are, you say we're looking for a six. They're like, oh, well, you've got, you
Kimmich.
got Kimmich, you got Goretzka, double pivot. But, you know, I think really since the last UCL title, Goretzka's been out of form. And if you really look at it, we've got a bunch of eights. We don't really have that true six. Kimmich came in, he was a sub. Lahm retires. He fills the defensive spot at right back. Then you force him into a CDM role. But really, where
Yeah.
you find him thrive is that true eight. He builds the attack. I'd want nothing more to see, him and Musiala in an attacking role, a true attacking role, and just have a true six. And we've got, Kimmich, Goretzka, just signed Conrad Leimer. We've got Gravenberch, Musiala, all these midfielders. We don't really have a true six. Yes, they can fill the role of the six, but they're not really true sixes. And what I've seen a lot of people begging for on Reddit and other sources is Joao Paulinho.
Hmm. Oh, is he at Sporting?
So he's in
Yep.
yeah, so I mean, he's affordable. I think he's been getting some interest, some unofficial interest. There's not been like firm, you know, uh, pursuit of him. And then another name is Florentino Luis.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I know him.
yeah, so I think a lot of after we were heavily pursuing Rice, but it seems like he's firm on Arsenal and staying in the Premier League. So where else can we get a true six? There's not really you know a huge. There's no one really a big name out there. So kind of looking elsewhere. Bayern like to. I mean, they're frugal with their transfers, so we're not going to go out and spend. Even though we were looking at Rice, which is I couldn't believe that we were even considering that, but trying to fill that true six that we haven't really had since like Javi Martinez, obvious. Like
Mm.
it's crazy thinking how far back that was and what we've done since then. Yes, we won a Champions League title without having that role filled, but it really hasn't been working for us since. So I think filling that six, and then obviously the need at a nine, we've been filling that with wingers. Brought in Mane, that didn't, maybe it's to be determined still. First season wasn't great. He's keen on staying. It seems like that's the move. We'll see what
Right.
happens there. But yeah, all the big strikers that are out there, all the clubs are asking 100 plus. Kane, Osimhen, Kolomoani, Vlahovic. It's like we can't reasonably go and spend that on a nine. And if you look back at our success, you know, yes, we had Lewandowski, but even before then, like Mario Gomez, you know,
Dude, there's a classy number 9 that I remember specifically
yeah,
from
it's
Bayern.
just not like super flashy, but like he got the job done. So it's like where can we
Luca
get one of those? And
Toni.
I've
You
yeah, and
remember Luca?
I've been like I don't know what the asking price on our boy Rasmus Hujland. I don't know what the asking price on him, but he would be a perfect fit for me.
Tell you what, man, he's
So
young though. He's young, but he's
yeah,
definitely proven that he can do it.
yeah.
Oh shit! Oh, for those who can't see the screen, I just googled Atalanta want 86 million pounds for Rasmus Hojlund. Holy
Whew.
fuck! So that means Bayern's out the race right there.
That's tough. Yeah, yeah, that's
Oh
tough.
man! I tell you what, there are number 9s that are sneaky that are out there, but Bayern are
Yeah,
going to have to take a risk that they can handle the Bundesliga or adapt. You go. The Eredivisie has got some number 9s that, if you wanted to go and take that risk, they're out there. Um, they're going to have to bring in somebody that's not flashy. Uh, the one I was talking about in the group with about in regards to Chelsea is Nicholas Jackson from Villarreal.
hmm
I think he's either from Senegal or Nigeria. He's got a buyout clause of 35 mil. Like, that's a steal.
right.
He's young, he's proven. Like, a player like that, Bayern are going to have to take a risk on. But I was looking over here. Verratti's future at PSG is uncertain. Would you guys go
I
after
did
him?
see, I did see Verratti's name pop up as a potential fill for that 6. So, I mean, he would honestly fit the role well. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's like we see the potential acquisitions that are coming sooner. Um, filling a center back role, which is good, but for everything that is going to make us great again, a 6 and a 9 is what we're begging for, and we just haven't seen anything firm or progressing there. It's like we threw out a bunch of names of high profile players that are way above what we're ever going to spend, and then we're not really seeing any progress anywhere else. So I think is the Bayern fan base patiently awaits some sort of hopeful news of someone coming our way.
I hear you. So, going back to the need for a 6. So, the need for a 6, does that mean that Bayern plan on playing a single pivot with Kimmich and Goretzka as kind of like higher up? Is that what that
I don't
means?
even think Goretzka's really in the plans moving forward.
Whoa.
They're still, I mean, honestly, he's been kind of lackluster for a while now. Injuries don't help. It's nothing against him, but his form just hasn't been great since the World Cup, or not the World Cup, the last Champions League we won. And so, I think that's why we have a lot of midfielders that we keep on, just because it is a high rotational spot. Kimmich finds himself there constantly, but yeah, that double pivot, it's just Kimmich is a box to box player, and if he could play more offensively and create more chances, I feel like we'd be better off in the long run. So I think that's why we're trying to fill that spot, because a true 6 with you know dual attacking midfielders above that in Kimmich and Musiala would just be disgusting.
No, I mean, you're not wrong. It makes me think that Gravenberch is your guy. Honestly, He can play. I was just talking to somebody right before the episode about this because you know who else is in the market for a true six is Barcelona. So you guys are going to be competing for a six with them because Busquets is gone
Yeah.
and they don't even have anybody. You guys at least have Kimmich who can kind of play it. You have Goretzka who can kind of play it, but they're going to be going for somebody big. Luckily, Kimmich has already come out in the news and said, "I've got 2 years
Yeah.
after my contract. I've got plenty of my plans are here at Bayern." Honestly,
Right.
I think you take a shot with this guy. Let him go for it, man. He's a big dude, 1.9 meters. Whew.
As I was saying, yeah, his size is certainly he's got the body for it for sure.
A big dude. And not only that, but he's also extremely technical on the ball, and he's got a really good vision. If you're looking to have a midfield of Kimmich and Musiala, it would be nice to have some size behind them that can kind of be that pivot. Ball back from Kimmich, shift it over to Musiala. Ball back from Musiala, find Kimmich, and just have that guy that just can be that metronome. The problem is like these players are easy to find. It's the ones that don't make the mistakes. The players that can be that six. Playing six is not hard. Playing six and not making mistakes consistently, that's the most difficult part. And that stuff is very difficult to track unless you're really watching a player. And for me, Kimmich is that guy, man. I'd stick with Kimmich, but I agree with you.
I know he's been prior to Tuchel coming in, he was somewhat dissatisfied with his role at Bayern, but I think since he came in, I had read that he's been more pleased with the minutes he received under Tuchel. So hopefully that progresses because I am a fan of him and I was excited to see him come in. So where he ends up, what role he plays in our lineup, I'm excited to see, and hopefully he'll stick around. But yeah, trying to find that six. I mean, you see City, who unfortunately just won UCL, and Rodri. Rodri's a true six.
Yeah.
Rodri's a nasty six. So how do we find a Rodri? Honestly,
you're gonna have to take a risk because Rodri was not the type of player he was when Pep got him. Right? If we go and look at Rodri's track history, he was just not that guy. And Pep saw something in him. And this is where I'm going is like Tuchel's going to have to do some digging or at least lean on his scouting department. Like, go find that six, man. Find someone who can. The way I like to describe a six is press resistant. When they get that ball and there is pressure on them, they can not only not turn the ball over, but they can go forward. They can penetrate forward on the dribble. They can penetrate with a pass. Or just keep their composure and not worry about it. Man, those players, special. Whew. Yeah, so looking at this, Man City bought Rodri from Atletico Madrid. He came from Villarreal prior to that. And, I mean, he's one of these players that unless you really are watching him, he's not special. Right? That's not a special. And so he was bought from Atletico Madrid in 2019. He's 26 now, so he was like 22, 23 when Pep bought him, like 4 or 5 years ago. So I hear you, man. It's hard to find these Rodri players, but at the end of the day, you're going to take a risk. I really like this one. Florentino Luis, I think that's your guy if you guys decide not to go with Gravenberch. But honestly, like y'all should take the leap of faith with Gravenberch and then go take whatever money y'all were going to spend on the 6 and double down on a 9. Go get a quality 9 because y'all have been spoiled with Lewandowski. Honestly, if we're going to be real about it, how long have y'all had Lewandowski? Almost 10 years?
Yeah, it was a while, and he scored some goals, but we got plenty of guys that can score goals. I just something's off right now.
8 years, bro. 8 years, 238 goals. Oh my God. That's so disgusting. We're going to find out how many goals per year. He was scoring 30 fucking goals a season. Like that, you guys are spoiled. Just spoiled rotten.
he was
8 seasons of a
unreal.
9 like that? What? Man, good luck. Good luck. Like he has left you guys with such a high expectation for a number 9. Right? I can't even tell you who was before him. All I remember is Luca Toni. That's all I remember as a Bayern 9. And Luca Toni never missed in the box. Never. Man. Speaking of Bayern and their back line, what do you think about the left back position? Is Davies going to stay? Do you think he's upset that he doesn't get to play left wing? What are your thoughts on that?
I think he stays. I think he's there was something about I saw an article come out. Who was it? That was it Barcelona that was interested in him, and then someone came out and said that they didn't want a Canadian. There was something weird. I saw some article about it, but yeah, but now he's competing against another move that we acquired in Rafael Guerrero.
Wow, I forgot about that move. Didn't I report
So
on
that's another left back spot.
There you go. Oh, that was right there. Yeah, on the 12th of July, we talked about that. Is that that's official? If I remember, is that official or is that?
That was official.
Fuck yeah, man.
You know, another name that they threw out. Another name they threw out at striker was Jonathan David.
Ooh, I like that one a lot, man. I like that player a lot.
I know. He's quality.
I feel like he makes a move this summer. Unless they like just price him out.
I think his ask last I looked was like 50.
Dude, reasonable. 23 years old?
Yeah, young, scores goals, would have that, leverage with Davies.
Oh. Price is going up, baby. Oh, this is bullshit, man. Get this out of here. We can't fuck this guy. Fuck you, Romano, man. What the hell, dude? This was pre-Maldini sack. That's what that was. Sheesh. What the fuck, man?
Yeah. I just don't see – I know they say that it, a target for United, but, like, I feel like United have their sights set on other targets.
So if we were to line up Bayern Munich, and I'm going to try this out. This is going to be the first time we do this. Who would you put and where? Oh.
Ooh.
We're going to test this out. I've never done this live. We're going to try it out. Let's start with the back, right? Is the back locked in? Do we know what's going on there?
I would think it'll change a little bit game to game, but I think as a starting lineup, we could probably figure it out.
All right, so we got the 1. I'm going to blow that up. That's not big enough. Let's go 3.
Hey.
All right, so that's probably Neuer.
He's coming back. He's healthy. His leg is recovered.
Oh, is he? He's doing better.
Well, by the time the season starts, he'll be back.
All right, so then center backs. I think the obvious one got to be De Ligt. Right? Who's next to De Ligt? You putting Kim Min-jae?
I think it's Kim. It's De Ligt and KMJ, and you got Upa, but Upa's been struggling. I don't know. He has his ups, he has his down, but if I had to choose 2, it'd probably be them 2.
Yeah, and we'll put Upa here just as a
Yeah.
backup. You know,
Yeah.
you got to consider the backups. And to be honest, if Delict goes down, you got Upa there. If KMJ goes down, you
Right.
got Upa. Ah, fuck me. I didn't mean to hit save. All right, so right back, we know that it's probably going to
Right
be
back. I think without having anything firm, I think it's got to be Mazraoui for now. I think Pavard's
Ooh,
out.
this is hot. Oh, I really like Mazraoui.
I do
That's a
too, and I
really
think he just hasn't been given a
fair shot.
chance.
Yep, 100%.
I'm putting
For Davies,
Davies, yeah.
got to be him. So we're doing single pivot. I'll put question marks there. We don't know.
Yeah,
And then
honestly.
do you put Kimmich on the
Kimmich,
right?
and then Musiala.
All right. I mean, right there. This is a very pivotal position.
It's very, very critical to our success.
All right. So the wingers, super obvious, at least for me. Is Nabry, right? Is there someone better on the right?
I
Would
don't
you
think
put
so.
Coleman out? I think you have to put him. And then over
Coman's a
here, you got
left, but yeah, it's like, does Sane play? Where does Sane?
oh fuck Sane, Jesus.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. I think Sane might play on the right, or
I'd do this. Is Coleman a righty or a lefty?
Coman plays on the left.
Is it he's
It's
strictly a
hard.
left?
That's what makes it so hard. There's so many fucking wings. I
Let's
think
just do
that's
this
Sane.
then.
I think it's Sane.
Over here. He's got
I
the
think it
quality,
is.
man. He can play everything.
Yeah.
And
People,
then you have
Bayern community complains about Nabry too. They want
he's not
Nabry
consistent.
gone. They want Nabry gone, and they want Goretzka gone.
Oh, and
Yeah, I don't
Goretzka's
even know. Like, yeah, I don't know if the. Well, honestly, Musiala, I think the sub for Mu is Muller.
I fuck with that. Honestly, right now, that's Mueller. Like you ain't got nobody right
Yeah,
now.
I wouldn't be
Hey,
mad at it.
what happened to Xerxes or Xerxes? Is he
He got
still
loaned again.
really? Dude, take that spot, bro. What are you doing? Bologna? Ugh.
And he's still young too.
Wait, he got bought.
Did
He
he?
got fucking bought. Yeah, 8.5
Oh,
last
wow.
season. Damn, that sucks. Y'all need him. Maybe y'all just didn't see it panning out.
You know who's that? I'm actually a fan of Matthias Tell.
Ooh, sneaky little pick there.
I mean, I think he's the kind of the prodigy now, where we had that
18.
as Xerxes, but Tell comes in and plays some quality minutes.
He's the 9 center forward. He's about 6 foot.
He's young, still learning, so you just keep putting somebody in front of him until
Takes off, man.
he's ready. But
Yeah, so this is concerning. I would agree. So right now it's Goretzka. If we had to start a
yeah,
game tomorrow, that's your best 6.
yeah, I would trust Goretzka over Gravenberch.
Yeah, and then we'll put Grab there. And you said Pavard is officially gone?
He's not officially gone, but I feel like it's likely that he's out the door. But if he
Keep him there.
So that's like either he goes, if he stays, I think he starts. He's a
Yep.
great player.
Right now, until that move happens, this is where he's playing.
Yeah.
And then left back. Do you have a backup left back? Sure y'all
Guerrero.
do. Oh, fuck. Yo. Did he play as a CDM? Or am I just
That
going
would
crazy?
actually, but he's kind of like he's kind of the same. He's like a wing back.
I mean, if the
He
shoe
could
fits,
plug
bro.
in. He has played some midfield, I think.
I feel like he has. That's why. Look at that. Wow. Oh, shit. Damn, bro. You think Tuchel's cooking? Or are we just
He
going off
could
the
get
deep end?
creative because yeah, that would be that could be one of those spicy moves.
All right, let's look at this Bayern roster. Who's on this roster? Oh, in that last game, they had Mazraoui on the left. I mean, fuck.
I thought they were trying to push him out on full.
You got it. You got
I
Daily Blind still.
think he's gone.
Hmm.
We've got
Oh, Chopu. Wow, I forgot about Chopu.
Conrad Leimer.
Oh yeah, Lime. I'm gonna put him here. He's behind Kimmich.
Yeah, that's where I was getting that. Like Muller would probably go there. We'd probably still start Chupo up top, but it's just weird. Like sometimes we start like wingers up top. Like they just move. They just do any combination. Honestly, for that front three, it's like a pull names out of a hat of Coman, Mane, Sane, Nabry.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
Me too.
Let him. Man, dedicate starters and then have backups. That you see so much success when you have that.
Yeah.
Man, woof. What about Tuchel? How's Tuchel? Anything in the news about Tuchel? What's he saying? What's his plans? Anything like that?
I read something that he hasn't taken a vacation since the season ended, and he's just been like in the lab
Oh, well,
working.
what could you possibly be working on? Like in an
I
off
don't know. I
season?
mean, he came in late. Maybe he's just learning the way. I don't know what he's doing, but the dedication.
I
I'll
mean,
take
yeah,
it.
no doubt, dedication. But like, you hear about like Drew Brees coming in first, leaving last, right? He's like
Yeah.
watching film. He's got a playbook. I don't think there are any playbooks, right?
No, I mean maybe he is just like watching film because I mean he coming from
Uh,
Prem. It's like how much Bundesliga have you seen?
he's catching up. He's watching last season. He's seeing how Bayern played against certain teams, where he can fix and adjust and adapt. He's probably got a binder. This is how we played against this team. This is how we played against this team. And I think, do y'all have 18 teams in Bundesliga or is it 20? I never remember this. I think it's 18 because it's a shorter season.
Yeah.
Pulling it up. Here we go. It is 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually crazy this season. Like, I can't believe some of these teams that dropped. Like
Who are you looking
Stuttgart,
at?
Stuttgart and Schalke.
Damn, bro. Good to see some of these teams bouncing up, like Freiburg. Wow. Union Berlin.
I mean,
Wow.
Union, a second division team just comes up and balls out.
You know who's a number 9? I was thinking U.S. players, and that triggered.
Yeah.
Belugan is a hot 9 that not a lot of people are talking about right now.
Yeah. That would be.
He's got to be. His loan is done. He's going back to Arsenal. Inter? Oh, fuck off, man. Shut the front door, man. Oh, here we go. I'm fine with. Oh, that's 3 weeks ago. Damn it.
Yeah, I can't. Some of these Premier League moves, I don't understand how Chelsea are still making so many moves after they made so many, and then why Arsenal are so interested in Havertz.
Yeah, right? That's such a weird move. Go get Declan Rice, man. Lock that up.
Yeah.
Why are you already looking at Havertz? Is like the price is looking at 70, 80 mil, maybe 60,
Yeah.
70.
Because you
Just get
got
fucking Rice.
Gabi, you've got Trossard.
What's really interesting about Belugan is he has said specifically, I only want a starting role. And Arsenal cannot offer him that. Neither can Inter. Milan is kind of like we have Giroud, but if someone can step in and just like start scoring goals, it's like, all right, Giroud, like you're sub, you're gonna be reserved.
Super sub. You're getting old.
Yes.
Come on.
You're gonna take on the Zlatan role and just come in the last 25 minutes and try and do something. But yeah, man, this is
Giroud scored in like the first couple minutes today.
Oh, you were watching France.
I kept bouncing around.
France.
They had some
France
really
played?
good games today.
Was this in the Nations League? Oh,
Euro qualifiers. Yeah.
Yo.
Ukraine came back from 2-0 down to win 3-2.
Holy shit against North. Oh, wow. England? Okay. All right. Interesting.
They're just so stacked.
Yeah, they are. We could roll with the B team and be all right. Israel. Denmark.
Israel came back and won.
Switzerland.
Wales was an upset, I think.
Spain lost to Scotland? What? Croatia beat Turkey. Okay, that was probably really good. Norway? Yeesh, Norway. Can't get past Georgia, huh? Yeesh.
They won today, though. These are
Norway?
old games.
Yeah, I'm just going back in time. Did Norway play today?
Denmark did.
Oh, Denmark. Okay. I'm curious. There you go. Nice 3-0. Portugal. Oof, they're pissed off. Cristiano, 2 goals. Hey, I see you, dog. Cool. I gotta tune in. If you have a hot take for Bayern next year, what is it? What's the hot take?
Hot take. Hot take is if we don't get a 6 and we don't get a 9, that we don't get out of group play in UCL next year.
If you do get a 6 and a 9, how far do you go?
We win.
Oh, the double hot take.
We're back.
I like it. Oh man, I don't even want to talk about Milan next year, man. I want to wait till we just figure out who the fuck's gonna.
Hey, they had a dream run this year.
On pennies, on fucking pennies. We had
That's what I'm
nothing.
saying.
God. With the players that we bought last season didn't even help us. They didn't even fucking help us. Like,
Yeah.
who does that? Who buys players hoping that they help and then go farther
Do
with
nothing.
the same team? Like, damn. And then you fire the guy? Like, shit. That's just, oh. Anyway. Parker, before you go, this has been fun. Really appreciate all the insight on Bayern. Give us a quick shout out so we can close this episode out.
Oh, let's see.
Someone you love, someone you hate can be a thing. I shouted out the movies yesterday.
I think we know who I hate. Goddamn Man City. Came in here. We were like one fucking Lukaku header away from seeing some more soccer. Goddamn, the dude sucks so bad.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. Shout
That's
out to
honestly
Lukaku.
where I wish Milan was in that final. The real Milan.
No. I honestly, I don't think I could have taken that. I think we would have gotten our asses beat really badly. I'm really glad we didn't have to try and I mean, I would have loved it, but at the same time, like, I would have been foolish to think we had a chance of beating that team.
Hey, any given Sunday, right?
You're right. My quick shout out is going to be to Team USA 3-0 over Mexico. My other shout out is Greg Berhalter. Hate it. Worst move ever. I think that's the worst move we've ever had in U.S. soccer. Don't understand it. Too much drama. We're going to be leaving players on the side that we should be bringing. Awful move. I'm thinking about just switching countries. I might go get my dual citizenship and just start cheering for other countries. Absolutely disgraceful. Come on, boys. Fuck. All right. I'm venting. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in to the Footy Fetish Podcast. This has been the balls in the feet.